Hey, good morning. Welcome to the CGS Biblecast. We're so glad that you joined us here today. Excuse my squeaky chair. My chair is always be squeaking. But anyhow, so you ever get tired of things going wrong, like super wrong? I do. This church is incredible. It's very resilient. Often I am blown away with how wonderful the people are, how generous they are with their money, with their time, with the way that they give of themselves. I'm amazed by it. But the church has gone through so many different stages in different chapters, and I feel like we're in a really great chapter right now. And I don't want it to close like so many of the other chapters that have. But I say this to say that there's been so many times as I've pastored this church that we've gone through seasons where it seems like everything is kind of coming together, and then it just all falls apart. In 2 Samuel chapter 20, I could see how David could feel like I had felt when the last time things fell apart, and I was just left with, what in the world is going on? COVID was the last one for me, by the way, if you're keeping score. But let's look at this. 2 Samuel chapter 20, verse 2. So all the men of Israel deserted David and followed Sheba, son of Bikri. But the men of Judah stayed with their king and escorted him from the Jordan River to Jerusalem. So, okay. This just keeps coming up. David just got through this stuff with Absalom, and he's just getting things kind of put back together. And then this guy, Sheba, shows up from the tribe of Benjamin, and all of Israel, except for Judah, deserts him. This would be disheartening for any leader. And after all, one Israelite tribe out of 12 isn't the best of odds. And so this is really a bad situation that David has found himself in. But God put David in a position of authority, and no human rebellion could ever move the hand of God the Almighty. The revolt eventually was put to rest, and King David continued to reign. But he kept a steady hand throughout it all, and he trusted God throughout it all. And it's just amazing to see David's approach and his tenacity as he just kept going, kept moving forward. I'm sure it was discouraging, and just like how I've been discouraged, and how I know probably you've gone through seasons where you've been discouraged, but there's so much to learn from stories like this, and when you go through things like this. In this story, you learn a few things. One hand, we're like David. We all, when everybody abandons us, we should stand firm, knowing that God is with us, and trusting Him. Like we talk about almost every single episode, is the trust that we put in the Lord is an incredibly powerful and a very important part of our faith. Turning to Him when things are not perfect will help us keep things together until things do become better. On the other hand, David is a picture of God, and we must decide if he will be like the men of Judah or all the other Israelites who flock to the false calls of this latest charismatic leader. No matter how you apply it, trust in God is what always sees us through. And if you want to succeed, if you want to make it through, if the thing that God is pushing you to and giving you favor in, but you have setbacks, if you will just trust Him in the process, He's going to get you through. That's just what He does. He's a Lord that helps get you through, and that's what I'm hoping will happen for you and whatever God is leading you in. And I believe He's leading everybody in something. So whatever that is for you, may you bless it, may you trust God with it, and may you see your territory increase. Amen. Have a wonderful day.